Good morning, guys. It is Dorothy with 6 Day Ranch. We've got a sort of big task today. We're gonna get these garden beds taken care of, and we went to the store, me and the boys did yesterday, to the nursery, and we bought some plants. And we also got 4 bags of compost. This probably isn't gonna be enough, but it's enough to get us started. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to, I don't know if you can see, there's trash, and then where the chickens have had dust baths. I'm gonna go through and get all this stuff out, and then I'm also going to cut this string so that way we have a good workspace to work with. And I want to point out, these are 1 foot squares, and we're gonna go through and fix our irrigation system. I think we have only enough plants right now for 1 irrigation system, so what I'm gonna do is get this bed good and going. I'm gonna get both beds cleaned out first, but I'm gonna get the plants and set them in here and kind of see where we're gonna put them and just lay it out and see where I want to move them, if I want to move them, and if I like them. We may only have enough plants, like I said, for 1 bed this fall, because we are a little late for our fall and winter garden, which is why we went ahead and went to the nursery instead of starting seeds like we usually do. I'm really excited for it. I may still try to plant some seeds and just see if they come up, but the first step is just getting these beds cleaned out. Devin, thankfully, he cleaned and weeded the beds. There's just a little bit left over that I've got to take care of, so I'm going to do that today. Steven's actually inside remodeling Mason's bathroom, and we're about to start on his bedroom. We're really excited for that. Right now the boys are sharing a room because it's plenty big enough for them, and we're just gonna see how it goes. I'm really excited. We've got some broccoli and Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, some new things like bok choy. I only bought 1 of those because I'm not sure if we'll like it, but I'm excited. So I have the bed all, missed the spot, all cleaned up. Now it's all cleaned out. Ooh, man, it's bright. So when you're doing your bed, I know I haven't put the compost in here just yet, but you want to make sure that it's as level and even as possible with the dirt. You don't want it to be uneven, because then whenever you have your irrigation system on, water will pool to one area, and then not all of your plants will be getting enough water, and you can actually flood a certain part of your bed depending on how long you leave your irrigation system on. And we want to make sure that we don't do that. Last year when we had the chickens out, we had a problem with them taking a dust bath and then making a big hole in it, and then the water would pool right there. So whenever I put the compost in, I'm just going to do 2 bags for now, and I'm going to mix it into the soil. I want to make sure that it gets really good and mixed in, and then I'm going to go back through and make it all as even as possible. And if you're wondering why I'm using this rake, well, when Steve and I were fixing, I think it's when we were fixing the leak, we had used that for some reason and it broke. I think that's when I don't know, we used it recently for something and our metal garden rake broke. So I've been using the plastic one, which actually works really well to get all the extra pieces of dirt that you don't want in there out. You can like sift it out, and then also it was helping me to even it out as best as I could. So I'm gonna get the compost in here and get it all mixed in. I can't find my hand shovel. I don't know what happened to it. I thought I had it out here. I don't know. I'll probably find it. It might be on the porch with the other plants, so I'll look for that too. All right. It was mixed in. You can see where there's dirt mixed in, where the lighter patches are. And also whenever I go to plant and I make the hole for the plant, I mix it up even more as I'm planting each plant. I'm gonna go, so we don't have any string that I can find. I'm just gonna use a little galvanized wire, and then I can come back with string later on, because the string lasts for each season, and I usually redo it each season. And I can't find it, or maybe it ran out. Maybe I'll find it whenever I go to the shop. So I'll keep a lookout for that. If not, we'll use galvanized wire, and I'll grab some wire cutters, and we're gonna put this string up, or the wire up, or string if I can find it, and we'll have our square foot squares, I guess is what you call it, marked out for each plant. And I'll go through and put each plant that I want to put in that square, and we'll go from there on if I need to do this one, and if so, then I'll go and do the same thing with this bed. And then the next final thing will be the irrigation. I need to plug it in, make sure it works, hook it up to the water hose. It should still be working from last season. We just haven't been using it, so I'll get that set up as well. So let me go find that stuff, and I'll be right back. I found the string. I'm gonna show you. I've got it all laid out. So I'm having a hard time because I need to do the other bed, which I don't have time to do it today because we have church we have youth night this evening with the church at the church. So I want to keep all my lettuce and leafy things together. So I got a spring mix of like a lettuce blend or a salad mix. I got that, spinach, and kale that I want to keep together, which I have. That's kale, and then I've got 3 spinach and 3 of the lettuce mix in that back corner. And then I want to keep my broccoli and my cauliflower together. And so I have broccoli here, and then I've got a thing of cauliflower right here that I was going to do all 6 here. And then I want to do like my tomatoes here, because what I'm thinking, I don't know if my thinking's accurate, I'm thinking that my tomato plants can shade all the leafy type plants over here as it gets bigger, so that way it provides a little bit of protection from the sun and it doesn't cause it to wilt. And then I've also got cabbage. So I've got a ruby cabbage, right? Oh, that's the regular cabbage. So this is regular cabbage, and I think this one might be the ruby cabbage. Yeah, so that's like a red cabbage. I want to keep those together to where they're all in the same area. And then I've got this stuff down here. Like this is, let me see. These are our Brussels sprouts. And I'm going to plant those in the other garden as well as our herbs, except for our rosemary. I'm going to put 2 rosemaries back over in that thing right behind me. And just try to stay on top of the watering over there. And I've got basil. So I think I'm just going to work on the things that I have in place where I know for sure I want them, and then just go from there, kind of see what I have, where the spacing is, because I'm hoping that wall of tomatoes can really shade the plants. Because right now, I mean, the sun's right on top, so this is going to be the hottest part of the day. So let's see if I can figure it out. I think I'm going to be okay. I'm just worried right now because it's still a little hot. Like, it got into the 90s today. It's still just a little hot, so I don't want to burn any of our plants. Whenever we were at the nursery, it was all shaded. So I'm hoping that they'll be well protected while they're out here and we can get some cooler temperatures. So I'm just going to start planting and take it one step at a time, and then I'll finish the other bed tomorrow and plant the rest tomorrow. I just got to make sure I water everything before I put them up. So I got the plants planted that I wanted and knew where I wanted them to be. Unfortunately though, a couple things. I'm running out of time because I need to get ready for church and for youth night tonight. And I also want to get Steven's opinion on where to plant these. So I'm going to show you what I did plant and everything else. I just kind of put all the other plants here. I'm going to go and water them all. That's why they're all in the same bed, even though they're not like put into the soil just yet. So I'm gonna get everything watered, and then I gotta go take care of the animals, and especially move the meat chicken coop today. So I'm gonna show you this real quick, and then I'm gonna finish tomorrow because I have a whole nother bed back here to do. So the first three are the big tomatoes. I think, no, those are the small tomatoes, and then these right here are large tomatoes. Then I've got everything else that I don't know where to put, and then I've got some spinach and that spring mix, and then I also planted the kale. I am praying that this heat that we are getting today and tomorrow does not ruin my plants. So I may try to put like a canopy up or something tomorrow and shade them. I don't know, we'll see, but hopefully it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna pray that they're gonna be okay, and I'm gonna pray over my plants that they're gonna survive. So I'm gonna water these real quick, and if you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below, and I'll see you next time when I'm working on this other bed.